Hey, welcome to yourlocalnote.com. Thanks for checking us out. I am Mike Stringer, joined by RJ McKay, and it's time again for another featured podcast. And we welcome in funk band Supreem and the New Experience. But let me remind you real quick that we are streaming 24/7. Get our radio station app for free on iPhones and Androids. Just search YLN. And also other things on the site. You can keep up to date with these bands and artists. Live shows page and music news page is updated daily. And, of course, we have these weekly featured podcasts. And like I said, we have Supreem and the New Experience. And we're going to talk to Supreem. We got them in studio. But first, let's go to their first track for tonight. It's called That Funk. We got Supreem and the New Experience on yourlocalnote.com.
There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all? There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all?
That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk.
Make you wanna clap your hands back off the wall and do your dance. That funk ain't no messing around. You know how it go when you hear that sound. That funk. All the guys and girls, let's take a trip to a funky world. That funk. You won't leave the same once you hear the music inside your brain.
That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk.
It's time to get in gear from first to fifth, to getting hot in here. That funk. We ain't trying to stop. Get the funk rolling all around. Go loud. That funk. When it's in the air, scream out loud and say, oh yeah. That funk. From head to toe, mix with your blood and it starts to flow.
That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk.
There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all? There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all?
That funk in the morning, in the night, when you funkin' do it right. It's okay and that's alright. Oh man, that funk is out of sight. What you get is what you want. Little bits will make you jump. In your heart it starts to pump. That's when you know you got that funk. That old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk, that old funk ain't nothing but the funk. That funk.
We ain't finished yet. Take off your clothes when you start to sweat. That funk. No time to pause. When you get done, ring out your drawers. That funk. Make you go all night. Have a good time. No need to fight. That funk. You got to make it last. Move to the front and shake your ass. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all? There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. There's something stinking here. What you fucking for y'all? That funk. That funk.
That is That Funk. They are Supreem and the New Experience, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com. We've had you in before.
Yes.
It's been a little while. Supreem, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me on the Twitter, the retweets, man.
Yeah.
I see
it's because it's addicting.
I see the retweets. I'll be like, oh, man, thank you guys.
I'm trying to get my wife to retweet.
Retweet,
You know,
Wait, for us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of get someone working for us, you know?
Yeah, but once you get, but I appreciate y'all. Ever since I met you guys, man, y'all been solid.
No, it's easy. I mean, people listening to this podcast are gonna get to know Supreme and the new experience. These songs
A lot
are
of fun.
great.
Yeah,
they're a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Yes. You call yourself a funk band, but it should be the fun funk band.
The fun funk band. I like that. The fun funkiest band on the planet.
And Supreme, let the listeners know a little bit about yourself, how you got this group together in the first place.
Okay, basically this group, Supreme and the New Experience, started. It was started on a sad note that Marisa Guitar Girl Salazar from the Resurrect. We had our brand new album out. Bang the Bricks had a little label deal from Connecticut. We sold out Dobbs on the album release party, and 4 days later she got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh boy!
So we opted. We gave her the choice: would you like us to get a replacement guitar player, or would you want us just to? We done did this for 7 years. Would you like to just take a break and we wait till you heal, and then we get back together and we fight this together?
Right.
On the. Without us being a big band doing whatever we're going to be doing, and she's home watching it. Exactly. So she chose, and it probably worked out better for her healing process to know that her band stood behind her, and we all decided to take a hiatus.
Okay.
And with that hiatus, I got bored a little bit. and we all did. I mean, like Puffy wanted to go into production. Dar was building a house. Marisa had to heal. So the only thing I know is music and stage and performing. So I was just putting something together for me and my longtime friend, DJ Xzotic D, to just go around and do some hip-hop shows, just me and him. And I reached out to Chuck Treece, and I asked him, could he do, I had some songs in my head that wasn't necessarily right for the Resurrect. Could we do it? And he called me over and said, let's do it. So we did a demo session with that funk, Gotta Look Up, and Can You Help Me? Like the whole EP, we just did it with him on drums and me on the mic, and it sounded really good. So we was trying to find a studio to record this stuff at, with a good deal, work something out. And David Ivory was like, come up here, because, Chuck is his man. Yeah. So he was like, and I'm his guy. He did 2 songs for the Resurrect, and he did the Googly Ivory DI remix actually for the Resurrect. Okay. So he was like, come up. He did I Know, So he came up. He heard everything. He loved it. Boom. We did the music. It was amazing. And then the fun part about it, I didn't need a band because Chuck played drums, guitar, and bass. Wow. And then Kevin Frank from Silvertide was like, yo, I want to manage you. I was like, word. I need that. So he was like, but this has to be bigger. It's bigger than you and Xzotic D, man. You got to have a band to put we need horns on it. So I was like, well, if you can get the band together, because I don't want to do that. I was like, I'm just want to give me 8 months off to this girl beat breast cancer, then we go. But she said, I want to put it together. So he put it together. He got a band together, and he got backup singers, and because he told me to go look at Bruno Mars' performance at the Grammy of 2010 or 11.
Okay, yeah.
And that's when he did the James Brown thing.
Yes, I remember that.
Runaway.
Yeah.
And I said, Jesus. And then it hit me like a light bulb.
I can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
And I looked at Janelle Monáe and her band. So he was like, so I was hooked. So once we got it all together, we shot a video so everybody could see what it looked like. And that video happened to be that funk. Right. And Chuck was on drums. But Chuck, he's all over the world. He got 100 offers from different bands that play drums, so I had to get a new drummer. So Kevin Frank, drummer from Silvertide, had to step in as drummer, manager.
Good company.
Right. So he did that, and we had the 4 backup singers. Yeah. The record was done, and Dave Ivory was like, yo, let's do a deal, and let's put out an EP I got a new label called Flexatone, and we'll put it out under the label. So he put the EP out under the label. We had the video running. And it was just on to the races from there. So that's how it all got started.
And so your band went from 2 people to 9.
Right. Exactly. and it was like, but it was the perfect fit. I mean, it was the perfect, he called it right on the head, right? Something that sounded that good. You can't just come up with just you and your DJ. Mm-hmm. And plus, we was playing I was used to playing for 150, 250, 300 people, 400, 500 people, Dewey Beach every year. Yep. To me and my DJ doing little hip-hop clubs for 20 people, 10 people, looking like, this is ridiculous. So we named the EP Pimpilicious because it was like the first line of Googly Eye, I'm so Pimpilicious. So then he was like, yo, you gotta look Pimpilicious too. You can't wear T-shirts and
Right.
and jeans like
Right.
he used to do. So he's like, you gotta go shopping. So I went shopping and bought all these slick outfits and these suit jackets. And
So you're Pimpilicious.
so I got turned Pimpilicious on, button down shirts, and it worked, and it was a great image, and it grew up. I grew up a little bit, like
so
it's
it's a different, I guess, presentation than the Resurrect.
because that's what he said. He was like, because I said, well, how about if we get, I was like, if you want to make it easier, we could just get Dar and Puffy to play bass. And he was like, well, then that'd be just the Resurrect again. He
Right.
was like, minus the guitar player. He was like, you got to get a whole new band for it to work. You got to get a whole new band. And he's like, no offense to Puffy or Dar or anything,
Right.
but if you want this to work, you got to have a whole new perspective on everything. And then they told me to name it because I was going to call the EP Funk That. Like, I just was on a funk thing. Funk that, funk this, funk that, solid, cool, groovy. And he was like, nah, it can't be that because you don't want to get boxed into this funk category. So I was like, well, this is like a new experience for me. How about, would you like Supreme? Because at first I was like, would you like Supreme and the Funk That experience? They was like, no, you got to take funk out of it.
Right.
So then I was like, all right, Supreme and the new experience.
And he liked it?
And he liked it. And everybody was like, yo, it rings bells.
It does.
It rings bells. It's a true story. This is a whole new experience for you because it's all about me now. I mean, not to be conceited or arrogant, but this is, the new experience is my backing band. I'm not a part of.
So you're. It's not just you're the front man of the Resurrect.
Right. This is my
it's
music,
me, and
this
here's
is
my
me,
band.
and here's my band.
Right.
So it was like, okay, well, it's time for me.
How do you feel about that? Is that an uncomfortable place for you to be, or you feel good about it?
I feel good about it now, but I just didn't want nobody to feel like, okay, we work for Supreme or Little I,
No, yeah.
and
Right.
Big Him.
Right.
I wanted everybody to feel equal, but technically, it was my band. It was like I got to
It started off with
off
you
with
bringing
just
the
me.
songs.
It started out with me with the songs, and Chuck played. Like I said, a lot of the members. They play on the new song we're gonna play, the Philly song. That's when the members started making music with me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But everything else was done by Chuck Treece and Dave Ivory.
Right.
And on horns we hired Matt Cappy and Lamont Caldwell from Mach 22.
Wow.
So the horn players the actual horn players I got now didn't even play on this.
Right.
I mean, we went through 3 sets of horns just to get the right guys to actually be a part of what I'm doing now. Like right now we on the right train. I got it all. The lineup. I
found what you
found
needed.
everything I needed for permanent.
How difficult was that?
Very. Because, I mean, we was on the road with difficult people, and I'm not used to that. Like, I mean, I've had difficult situations within a band as a member, and you got to put up with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to put up with it. If the Resurrect going to work, we're going to have to deal with each other quirks.
Right.
But in the new experience, like, the only person I had to really deal with is Xzotic D, which is, he been with me since we was 13 years old, and Kevin Frank. And it was like, Kevin, I'm not happy with, this person's not happy with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't have to stay here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Right.
That's why the girl line went from 4 girls to 3 girls to 1 girl.
Yeah.
Actually, my backup singer is just 1 girl.
Oh, okay. Where you
And
started
she
off
was the
with more.
original, one of the original 4 backup
Okay.
singers, but it just worked out better. It was like, okay, it's easier to maintain. Like 4 girls trying to get, it's hard enough to get
Travel with
12
4 girls.
people.
It's like herding. It's like
people
herding
together,
cats.
4 of them together. So we broke it down and was like, okay, we got 4. And I always like to have a girl player in the band.
Sure.
So Paulette Branson, she been with me from when we actually got because actually the people in the video are not. That's Modern Color.
Okay.
They're a local band in Philly, and they actually.
That's what I thought. Because I was watching the video.
Yeah.
I was like, those guys look familiar. It's
They
Modern
were-
Color. We've
done a podcast with that.
Right, and they were going to be the backing band, but then
it wasn't
and that
crazy.
thing, and it wasn't no bad blood on that one either. It was just the fact that they're doing Modern Color.
Yeah.
So in the do Supreme, you gotta do Supreme because I'm
Yeah.
not the guy to sit around and play a show every video or once a month.
Yeah.
I like the gig,
Right.
so and they like the gig. So it was like we actually had to actual hire musicians, and the musicians that we actually picked and hired for this worked out and stayed, like Paulette and Pat Brennan, because even Chuck was just referring people like, hey, use Pat Brennan for bass, and he's been bass ever since.
Yeah.
I always wanted to work with Paulette, but I already had a girl guitar player. And even when we was going to do actually when we asked Marisa did she want a replacement,
Right.
I was going to ask her to do it. And because I always wanted to work with her. She worked with Mike Tyler for a while, you know what I mean? And she was just dynamic. So I was like, now I got a chance to actually work with her. So I got to her, and she was a part of it. She'd been a part of it since the beginning. We didn't have like 3 drummers, but we got the right one now. We had 2 sets of horns, and we got the right one now. We went from 3 girls to 1 girl. You know what I mean?
So I mean, it's going from going from the band, the Resurrect, where everyone was contributing, to now you're. I hate to use the word, but you're dictating. You're the man,
right? Yeah,
and it's the way you want it to go. There's no really democracy here.
There's no democracy, and I'm if you want to call it a boss, I'm a fair person. I always been a fair person. Your opinion counts a lot.
But you make the final decision.
But I make the final decision, you know. And then and it was so easy when Kevin was managing. I mean, I love Silver Tide, and they stole my manager. But I'm glad because you know that's where he needs to be.
Okay,
that was a bad group, and they had to do their thing, and they did it. But the thing was, I could just go to him and say, Kevin, I don't like this, and he'll fix it. Or Kevin, I don't think this. You know, or he'll say, Supreme, this is not working, and I'll take care of it. Or this person's not coming to rehearsal, I'll take care of it. But now it's like, now
you have to take care of it.
Me, man. It's like, you know what I mean? Difficult situations and difficult decisions have to be made by me. It's no, we vote on nothing. It's like, I don't think that's going to work.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, great comes easy though. You got to go through all that.
Yeah, if you don't like it, get out.
You got to get out, and it's not even no hard feelings because if we're not working good together, and this is my thing, you're not going to ruin me,
right?
Because you want to be difficult, and so far everybody I got right now has very good personalities. It's like being in a big Resurrect again.
Very cool. All right, let's go to song number 2. Got to look up.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll do, let's play the song, Got to Look Up, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about that.
Not a problem.
All right, you're hanging with, we're hanging with Supreme and his new project called Supreme and the New Experience, and this song is called Gotta Look Up.
Off of Pimpilicious.
On your localnote.com.
You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. The world cold, but it ain't all bad. Trying to get your piece of the pie. A lot of struggle for a little success, so don't ask me the reason why. The hardest part is to keep your cash when you make it to the top. But you gotta keep doing it, dude, because you know this world don't stop. Anything in the world you get, best believe you gon' work hard. And anything that you're not sure of, just give that part to God. Because you gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. A lot of times people fall behind because they give up dream too soon. I know in order to become a star, you gotta shoot for the moon. And when life brings drama, people keep your head up high. Don't hate on what the next man got, keep reaching for the sky. You don't know what they went through, what it took to get them there. It might be too much for you, we all got our cross to bear. Because you gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down.
Look out to the sky. Hey, your brother.
You're not in this fight alone.
There's no need for you to go down.
You better than you think you are.
Keep your mind out the gutter.
I know the world is hard now.
That's how we as a people can drown.
But together we can rise as one. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. Y'all cats gonna understand that the road I took was mine. We all ain't got to be the same, but I believe we all can shine. So please let me be me and make sure that you do you. And I'ma try to do the best I can to keep the negative from my crew. And make sure my people feel me when I ride that beat. down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. You gotta look up to get down. Get down, get down.
That's Gotta Look Up from Supreme in the New Experience. This is RJ, Mike Stringer hanging with me, and we are hanging with Supreme of Supreme in the New Experience. Let's talk about Gotta Look Up. Did you write that song, or did you write it with someone, or is that all you?
I wrote all this.
Okay, what is that about?
Now, that's basically, well, actually, you know how that started? That was supposed to be a Resurrect song. The lyrics was, we looked at an episode of Entourage.
Okay.
And the title of that particular episode was Gotta Look Up to Get Down. No, it was called Gotta Look Up.
Yeah.
So me and Puffy was, we was just playing Gotta Look Up to Get Down. So it was like, all right. So, and I wrote it. But it just was never a song for the Resurrect.
Right,
It's something that we never gravitated and held on to.
Yeah.
So when I did the new project, I asked, like as far as the I Know and Googly, and being as though Dave and Chuck actually Chuck played on both of those Resurrect songs, and Dave produced those songs. I asked permission, could I use them? Well, I didn't ask permission, but they were my lyrics anyway.
Sure.
But I talked to them,
Sure.
So then the Gotta Look Up, I just said, this is perfect for this new thing. And Chuck was playing this groove, and I always wanted to do it. So I wrote a bridge to it, that singing bridge.
Yeah.
I wrote that. And I was like, oh my God, now I'm writing songs with singing parts to it. And then like I told I asked Dave, I was like, yo, I was just so self-conscious about this. Like everything was like, you sure you like this? Do you really like this? Cause it's so different from what I ever did. So it was like, he loved it, and it was like, yo, we got to keep it, and we got to make sure the bridge is right. So the young lady that actually sung it was Olivia Falcione, and she did a great job on it. You know what I mean? And it just, like I said, it was a song about positivity. You got to look up. Right. You got to give your higher power, God, Jesus, whoever you believe in, you got to give them props, because we didn't make ourselves. And a lot of things that we go through, sometimes you got to have a lot of faith to make it through. And this was basically probably the theme of this whole project. Like, I had to do a lot of looking up to get down with this new experience, and it was just right on the money with it. You know what I mean? And then we wanted to make that the second single. Like even the whole EP is available on iTunes. Well, not the whole EP is not available on iTunes. We're going single by single. So that Funk and Gotta Look Up are now available on iTunes.
Okay.
The third single, final single that we will release as single will be Googly D.I. Remix. Yeah. And once that video is complete, we'll release the whole EP. The whole 5-song EP will be available on iTunes. But for right now, you can get Gotta Look Up and that Funk. And both videos were shot by Kevin Frank. Like the Gotta Look Up. I said, well, let's do something different. Because I was like, because we got to have a video for it to promote it. So, in this day and age. So it's like, all right, how about we just follow me around the city, and I just talk to bums and stuff and different things. So he was like, nah, let's write a storyboard. And I was like, he's real professional with that frame by frame video thing. And he does it. He said, I'm going to shoot it by myself, and I'll get my guys to edit it, but we're going to shoot it. We're going to do a one-day shoot. So, and it was supposed to be me just helping these people. Yeah. But then it was like, all right, well, let Paulette be the helper. Right. Like she would help the first couple. Right. Now let her help the second couple, and I'll just narrate it. Yes. I'll just appear here and there in the narrations of the video, but let all the action be the band members. Like Pat had to learn how to read. Well, he had to learn how to, but she was helping them. She was helping them with homework, and Persia, the singer, had difficulties with her baby father, which was the DJ, and his son, and the third one was like my good buddy, and Kevin played the two bums that Paulette helped and brought them to church tried to give them something to eat. Sure. So it just meant a lot. And that video really came together really good, you know what I mean? With the frame by frame guys, they edited it up, and it just
Now,
looks,
did you tell them what what roles they were gonna play in the video, or did they volunteer for certain roles?
No, everybody was basically we didn't really know, and I was like, because I was supposed to be the guy to help.
Right.
Like, when Kevin was like, I'm going to be the bum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the bum, and this my buddy was just there.
He gets a drink on the
Yeah, and I was like, yo, he was like, yo, you know, my boy was like, well, I'll do it, but you gotta buy me some beer. So I went and bought 2 40s, one for Kevin and one.
Right.
So Kevin drinking beer in his bum outfit. Him and my buddy, they had a ball. You know what I mean? And we had like, you know, and we all helped hold the camera, like Lauren Clapper and Paulette helped hold the camera on some scenes. We really did it ourselves.
So it was a band experience.
It was a band experience, and that would actually molded us with the permanent members as
That's good.
This is.
So you saw a turning point there with doing
that video, yes, because you know everybody felt attached to that funk. We love playing it, but you know if you look at the video, you be like, they're not the same people. And then like you said, I recognize Thomas Ware,
right.
you know,
Exactly.
that's Chris, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after that, they was like, okay, now we're a part of this. Now we signed, sealed, delivered, and then you know. Things just start happening from there. So that's the second single, and it came together really good with the video. It was a good video. People really liked it, so I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
You like the way it came out?
Yeah, because it was better than what everything started as better than what I pictured it to be. Like, I thought this was going to be a great funky project. Me and my DJ take it back to the streets of hip hop.
Right.
Put some funk on it, you know, a little adult funk on the hip hop.
Right.
And it turned into a big band. This video was just supposed to be me walking up and down the street.
And then everyone got involved.
Everybody got involved, and then it's just this big production, and it wasn't even a big production. It just came together. The Philly song. It was just, let's go in the studio. We need a new record, and I love where I'm from. So everybody started playing on it, and like I said, things started gelling together as.
So the writing process, you don't. I mean, you just. It seems like, and tell me if I'm wrong, as I'm talking to you here. You get an idea, and you may put it aside, and then bring it back later, and there's not really a process that you go through every single time. It's always different.
Always different. Like that funk is another. That funk, I wanted to do that funk with those basic type lyrics, that 1, 2, 3. You know, them simple bars.
Right.
I wanted to do that from Simple and Supreme, like my first live band that I ever was a part of.
Okay.
Like I wanted to do that song with them, and that didn't work out. Then I wanted to do it with the Resurrect, but then we was coming up with the songs we were coming up with, so that just got filed under. So I got a book of rhymes that I could actually just go to and be like, "What's the next song? Let's see. You want to write about this?" You know,
That's good.
And then a lot of it comes from like, yo, Sinatra, and let's do a song called My Way, and I'll write it right then and there, and then we'll go into the studio and lay it down.
So you've got stuff that so you'll just write. Just to write, and just save it.
Not even necessarily to say I'll be running to do it, but they be like. But that's another thing about being in this band. Like when I get a song and I really want to do it, it gets done. You know what I mean? It's no. Well, you know, we got 10 other songs ahead of you.
Yeah.
But I'll keep them because they like children. You know what I mean?
Right. Sure.
I was like, well, I keep my babies. You don't know when they might blossom. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
And a lot of those songs were, well, at least 2 or 3 of those songs were songs that came back from blast from the past, and I'll retweak them.
Yeah,
you know, to make them. You know, because if you're talking about something from 2000,
no, you got to. Yeah,
you got to change the slang up a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't want to be look at that old school guy. So I'll hip it up a little bit, or maybe add another third verse, or just to keep it real fresh.
Right.
But a lot of those ideas are, and like I said, a lot of those songs for this project came from me wanting to write different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And sing a little bit, because a lot of they Gotta Look Up, I'm singing.
Yep.
That funk, I'm singing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like I never sung with the Resurrect. I sung on the last album with the Resurrect.
Right.
The Bang the Bricks. I did a lot of singing on that.
Okay.
But now I was like, well, now I can sing funk and soul, even though I can't sing worth a lick. But I feel like I can when I'm on the mic. You know?
Yeah.
I can keep a note.
Yes.
Like the horn player said. Because I was like, I can't sing. He was like, man, as long as you're on key, you can sing. So he's like, you doing pretty good. You on key. So I said, okay.
That's good. I'm sure they would tell you if you weren't on key.
Oh, yes, they would. And when I do get off key every once in a while, I get excited. Somebody lets me know.
Take it back 1 second. No, when you're playing these songs live with this now, this is your group that you have now.
Mm-hmm.
Have the songs evolved just from performing them live?
Yeah, actually, I guess the next song we're gonna play was the Googly Eye. Is what, about 4 minutes and 50 seconds?
Yeah.
We turned that into a 12-minute song on stage.
Do you really?
Yeah, and it goes into like P-Funk. It goes into
a lot of jamming.
Why must I be like that? Why must a lot of jamming? And they like most of the songs. Like Dave said, he said, play the record like the record. He said, if you can play the record like the record, you had nothing to worry about. So certain songs, like Gotta Look Up, gets played like the record, but I added endings to it.
Right.
And we could do a big ending, a big finish.
Yeah, sure.
Or Googly can extend to 12 minutes. But as long as you play that first 4 like it's supposed to be played, he ain't mad.
That was a song, but we're going to keep playing.
Like that funk, it starts like that funk on the record, and it ends like that funk on the record. So certain songs we don't play with, but when you get into the meat and potatoes of the show, sometimes it takes a life of its own.
Right. You like to push.
I like to push.
Okay. And then
I give the people what they want. They want more, I give them more. We got to make it up on the fly. You know what I mean? So we just do it.
And your band is adjusting to you.
And they adjusted it.
How difficult was it for them to adjust to you?
Well, anytime we get a new player, right? Like I said, we finally got the 9 that I'm very happy with. Yeah. So every time we get a new player, they learn the song to the T. Because Dave said, learn the song. When we rehearse to the T, like it's supposed to be. Right. Then you can play. So we rehearsed the song to the T. So they was like, how we know when we get to that ending? He was like, just follow him. Just whatever you do, just look at him. Look at him. You'll know when it's getting ready to go left. Right. Because he'll look left. and the whole show will go that way. But it works. You know what I mean?
So they picked up on that.
They picked up on that. And I consider like they all band leaders. You know what I mean? As far as like no one is like following, like they help each other out. Like I don't know what's going on back there. I just hear the music and everything sounds good. You know what I mean? I be like, whatever they doing is working. And the whole time when I look at the tape or review the video, I'll be like, look at them working. Like, they'll be like, bring it down. Come on up with it. Horn. You know what I mean? And the horn players, they like a gang in their own self, and they negotiating with each other like, you do this one, I'll do this one. And this is the whole time.
And you're oblivious to it because you're looking at the crowd.
I'm looking at the people. You know what I mean? As they say, you do your job, we'll do our job.
So it is an experience for everybody involved.
It's an awesome experience.
All right, let's go to that the third song, the Googly D.I. remix.
The song that will never die.
This is a song that I've heard, and it's been stuck in my head for weeks.
Very, very infectious.
It's a fun song. Yeah. It's great.
Very.
And all the songs that I've heard from you, just imagining what it's like live.
Oh, you gotta see
you guys,
it.
and just seeing the video for that funk. It's just a lot of fun. You're having a lot of fun. The crowd's having a lot of fun. And this is another great example. It's a Googly D.I. remix. We're here with Supreem and the New Experience on yourlocalnote.com.
Yes.
I'm so pimpilicious, pimp game vicious. You look so good, girl, I call you delicious. I love sexy misses, that love to blow kisses. See you on the street, I got to handle my business. Can I get a witness? I holler with the quickness. I take you and you, I wanna do you like dishes. Give me 3 wishes, 2 for the riches. 3 is to see why you got my eye twitching. Supreme is the sickest, my chicks is the slickest. Always protected when you stick will make me digging. I'm so finger licking, the best of the picking. Your girl hot too, I like double dipping. Never call slipping, don't mind switching. Girls of the world, I'm on your ass like a whipping. So give me a listen before you start dissing. If we agree, we share the same vision. I got my eye on you at the same time. I got my eye on you and you at the same time. Do my job well and keep them hooked like fishing. It's good nutrition, my music ambition. LS skills mixed with a little pimping. Back not fiction, you hot like a kitchen. You got it going on and ain't a damn thing missing. Backside hitting, topside tipping. Word to the curves, y'all my kind of women. Tight jeans ripping, damn near spitting. Bouncing in the back like I should be skipping. Good vibration, causing collisions. I like both of y'all like split decisions. Far from a pigeon, perfect precision. B+2, that's a good addition. I get y'all dripping, just by me spitting. And we can bang harder than Bloods and Crips win. I got my eye on you at the same time. I got my eye on you and you
why you rushing? You look like trouble the moment I saw you coming. Better show me something or this conversation's done with. 100 when you talk to me. Got boys on deck and they flock to me. If you know how to step, then rock with me. We could get together, yeah, possibly. I get what I want. You say that you got my back, don't front. Chilling with my friends while you mac on us. No need for greed, you can have just one. Tell me what you're gonna do. I seen everything, show me something new. Your eyes going everywhere, staring at my crew. Get it on the floor, show me how you move.
I got my eye on you. At the same time, I got my eye on you. Come on, got my eye on the same time.
That is Googly DI Remix. They are Supreme in the New Experience, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com.
We got an eye on you.
Yeah, that's right.
All of y'all.
And this is eventually, you're going one single at a time, but
Right
this
now.
is eventually on the Pimpilicious EP.
All of it's on the Pimpilicious EP, and you can actually get the Pimpilicious EP live at every show. It's available at every show live. The whole thing, the cover and the girls and the feet. The logo the logo is me with a pair. Like we shot it the video with the sneakers and the girls with their boots on.
Okay,
and it's like Pimpilicious. I mean, it just looks so cool. So we kept that as the main logo, but you'll get the whole cover, linear notes, and everything. And I'll get you guys copies of it, you know. But you can get it live. But for now, online, definitely iTunes and all the iTunes sites, Reverb Nation. You can hear the singles.
Excellent. And you're on Facebook?
We're on Facebook. Everything is Supreem, Supreem, and The New Experience. Facebook, Twitter. Well, Twitter is Supreem New X.
Okay.
Supreem, Supreem, New X.
Got it.
Because they couldn't put the X.
Yeah.
Too many words. Too many words for Twitter.
Yeah.
They are so short and to the point.
Yeah.
Like I'll be going into a rant and had to stop myself.
Oh, yeah.
Like 3 consecutive tweets.
Like,
just
you
to get
are
out
negative 300 in the hole.
Got to start counting
My
backwards.
bad high. Retweet.
Great. Also, let's talk about some shows where people can see Supreme in the New Experience.
We're trying to cut back a little bit because this is such a big thing to do. Like the money has to be, and it ain't about the money. I mean, we love playing,
but still, you need to pay bills.
I had to pay the people. I mean, lately shows have been. We get paid, and I pay everything and pay everybody. Then I'm like, go home with like $10.
Yeah,
but if that
not enough to pay for the gas to get you home.
You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure all my people is just taken care of.
Sure.
Man. I want to be right. But so we're going to actually start up. I did a lot of shows past 2 months. Mm-hmm. We did like the Hard Rock Cafe, the World Cafe Live. Just prestigious, trying to do real good events. Like we got a lot of good stuff coming up as far as. Next actual show is August 28th at Dobbs. I keep saying August. April 28th is a monthly event that I'm doing. It's called The Concoction. And it's just, it's really a concoction is my 3-4 favorite bands that I always work with, which is my guitarist player's band. And her band is called Paulette Branson and Mixed People. And we have Ill Dutes, who's a dynamic band from University of Arts, and this young band called The Burgeoning. And those 4 people is like my concoction. Is a funky blend of funk and hip-hop mix. And these are the 4 bands that if you see me at a big show, you'll probably see one of those as the openers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we just I keep them working, and I keep me working, and I keep them in the loop. Somehow, some way. Either you see all 3 of us or all 4 of us, or you'll see at least 2 of us.
Right.
But anyway, the Concoction event is where we're going to be playing next at Dobbs. It's Sunday. It's going to be the last Sunday of every month. where I'm going to feature 2 featured bands and 2 featured MCs. We're going to have the open mic where you can go with the live band or you can go with your track, but it's for MCs and musicians to jam out and have a good time. And we're trying to make it real industry.
Sure.
You know, by that time, the garage door and Dobbs will be open so we can have a good Sunday.
Yeah.
But the first one to definitely be Supreme and the New Experience and Paulette Branson and Mixed People as the 2 featured bands, and we get 2 hot MCs that's really on the come up. And have a great day, a great night, a great evening, rather, because it's Sunday. So we're trying to break it to about 7 to maybe about 12:30.
Okay. Got it.
Awesome. So that's our next show. And then after that, we're going to be planning for the summer. So I don't know what May will look like yet. It's shaping out.
Okay. But you'll let us know, and we'll put it up.
Oh, yes, you real retweet, because y'all are the retweet brothers.
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all so much. But we're looking forward to this new basketball league, the Ball.
Okay.
And when the Ball kicks off, we're the Ball band. We're the band for the
house
Ball.
band.
We're the house band. It's like Kimmo in the band and Fowlin in the Roots.
Yes.
It's the Ball and Supreme and the New Experience.
Nice.
So they're going to have good 6 games during the summer, 3 in July and 3 in August.
Okay.
On Comcast Sportnet. Recorded live, televised games, and we'll be on the floor playing, doing all the breaks and everything.
And people can find out more information at ballhoops.com.
Ballhoops.com.
Okay.
The ballhoops.com.
Theballhoops.com.
And we got also Turk's Head Festival up in Westchester.
Oh, yeah.
We got picked for that.
Nice.
And that's, I guess, July 21st, I believe.
July 12th. We'll get the exact date, but sometime in July.
And that's and that's what we got so far. Like, we're really trying to do events, but in the meantime, we're going to fill those slots up,
right?
Those empty slots with hopefully great,
some good shows,
great shows. You know what I mean? But so far, right now, is my concoction, my monthly event, and the first one is April 28th at Dobbs, Sunday. So that's the next big Supreme and the New Experience show.
And then I also want to talk about, and we talked about this actually before we even started, but let's talk about, we talked about this a little bit off the air before we even started, but let's talk about Marisa Salazar.
Yes.
And she was your guitarist with the Resurrect.
Yes.
And really the reason you got into this project right now is because she became ill.
Right.
And it was actually just a couple days after you got done with Bang the Bricks.
Right. We released it as the album release party, and I think she got diagnosed 4 days later with breast cancer. And we could have moved on and did it.
Right.
And kept it going with a replacement, fill-in.
Right. And she didn't want that.
She didn't want that. So, and we respected that. And at that point, we probably needed a break anyway.
Yeah.
And what happened was we did our last song that we did together was called Fight.
Okay.
And it was actually a record that didn't get on Bang the Bricks because it was written after Bang the Bricks was released. And it was a great song. And it was like, okay, let's dedicate it to Marisa as far as the breast cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's dedicate it to the breast cancer. And we shot a video 4 days before her surgery. So at this point, we had already been on the hiatus, and Anthony Corrado had the idea of shooting a video. So we shot the video in Puffy's basement, and we just shot the video, but nothing ever happened.
Even after the hiatus, you still wanted to make the video.
And we did one good show and we performed this song live at the breast cancer awareness show at the 10 Angel after everything was done. So we wanted to, we actually just left the song, like the Fanatic played it, this one played it, that one played it, and that was it.
Yeah.
So then she went through the surgeries.
Right.
She did the treatment.
And she's doing okay now.
100%. After a year later, year and some months later, she's 100% cancer free.
That's great.
So she beat it. And so she's healing now. Like, she's getting her chops up.
Right.
Like, she hasn't played in about a year. Well, she played here and there. Like, they told her to stop playing.
Really?
But she never stopped playing. You could see video clips of her playing, and she's playing like Led Zeppelin, like the hardest guitar riffs in the world.
Right.
And she sends them out, and everybody's, oh my God, you never stop. She's like, I never quit. I'm not going to stop. I'll be back on stage. You'll see me soon next year.
Nice.
Like, her goal is by the summertime to be back on stage, whether it's with the Resurrect or doing her own thing or with, whatever.
Right.
But anyway, she asked for the footage of the video. So Anthony gave her all the footage to the video because the video never got done.
Right.
She edited the whole video And the video is basically the performance part. We all having a good time, having fun. It shows us at the recording of the song, which Ron DiSilvestro invested at Ford Studio.
Yeah.
Gave us the studio time.
Nice.
They donated the studio time.
Wow.
And she videotaped all that. So all of that is in the video, the making of it with my man from Great Socio, Berto.
Berto, yes.
Singing on it.
Nice.
And he was a part of the whole thing. He's part of the video. And so she said, I'm done the video. So she sends it to the Facebook.
Right.
And it's like, you look at the video and it's like, oh my God. Because it's the fun time that we had making the video 4 days before her surgery, making the song.
Right.
So you see that footage. Then you see us making the video like a few days before, after the song was created.
Yeah.
And then you see her treatments, her in the hospital, her like the beds of her fingernails was all black from the medicine.
Yes.
Her shaving her head.
The chemotherapy,
people that shaved their head in support of her.
Nice.
And all the way to even the mastectomy, the double mastectomy that it actually showed.
Really?
It's a quick visual of it.
Right.
And all the hope things that she had going on.
Sure.
Throughout the video, 4-minute video, and this is going on. We having a great time, and it looks good. And the thing is, at the end, you get to her ringing the bell. You know, when you're in your when you're in your treatment, you get to ring the bell. So it goes all the way to when she rings the bell. So that was just dynamic. It was just powerful.
Nice.
So everybody's picking up on it, and everybody's happy for the resurrect. Like like their story didn't end with just you guys used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember y'all used to be the bomb? Like we still the bomb. Push play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it didn't leave off on the afternoon. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and she's recovering.
And that video is on YouTube. It's like my fight against breast cancer, but the song is called "Fight by the Resurrect."
Okay.
So you should be able to type that in.
We'll put it up on our site too.
Definitely, I'll send
Get
you the
that
links and all that.
I appreciate that.
But that was good. I mean, that was a good video.
Excellent.
And for her to do it all by herself, because
So it's very inspiring.
and everybody's getting behind it. Like everybody, everybody's getting behind.
Well, we're gonna join in and get behind it.
Thank
then
you.
Too.
Thank you so
very
much.
cool. All right, let's get to the last song here.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap this up. Supreme, we've had a great time.
I had a ball.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk about Where I'm From.
Now, Where I'm From is all about Philly. It's called the Philly song. I got 4 of Philly's, 5, because the first guys are a group, two guys in a group. And I said, I want to do something with my MC friends, it's like Big Tile and Judah Priest from Wu-Tang Brooklyn Zoo and the Outfit. So I said, let's make a clean record. Like, don't give nobody no excuse not to play this.
Yeah.
And let's big up Philadelphia. And this song, and this was another song pulled out of the archives. That was my first record called Where I'm From.
So you had that set aside.
I actually had it was a single, and it was called Where I'm From, done by Dr. Shock back in 2000. Mm-hmm. And I redid it, but this time the whole New Experience played on it.
Okay.
Kevin played drums. We recorded it at Silver Sound Studio, at his studio. Paulette played. That was our first time as actually the New Experience playing on a New Experience song.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and it came together like just one night. The music just came together. And I called my MC friends, because I rapped on it, the first version by myself. Mm-hmm. So we put those guys on there. And like I said, my guy from Judah Priest, he's from the Wu-Tang Brooklyn Zoo, you know what I mean? Old Dirty Bastard was like one of my favorite MCs. So, you know what I mean? I love having him on it because he gives like he's from Philly and went to Staten Island, and he gives his perspective of being from 215 and moving to the 718.
Yeah.
And the first guys, they give a lot of references of Gamble and Huff. My thing is about, the roots. And then my guy, Big Tao, he's a big sports fan, so he talks about Chase Utley and, what I mean, the colonial troops, and this is the place where the flag was made. And, and we really got into and the hook is just as infectious as Googly Eye. Like, I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, Philly. Where you from? and it gives that type of reaction every show we do. So every time we perform it, even at those basketball games, it's like the whole stands is going crazy. And then it's called Where I'm From, but I give you a chance to say where you from also. Yeah. So I think we're going to do a remix to make it a little more.
Yeah. So wherever you're at.
Wherever you're at. Like, it'll be like the new one is going to be called Where You From. Like, this is called Where I'm From, Philly song.
Yeah.
And the new one is going to be called Where You From. And I'll do that one by myself, and I'll just talk about the different places I've traveled to, and just get everybody involved. I don't want to just a Philly record, but if I can just have a Philly hit record that's just like synonymous with dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Like when you say now you say dun 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 dun, but then you say where I'm from, Philly. Where you from? Who sings that? The googly eye guy. Yeah, I got my eye on you.
All right, Supreme. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a blast hanging with you. We will have a brand new podcast next week, as we always do. So check that out. And of course, you can download our apps to check out our streaming, which is 24/7. Just go to the respective stores, type in YLN, download it for absolutely free, and keep checking out the events page to see where all the different bands are playing in the area. Okay, so we're going to wrap everything up with Supreme and the new experience, Where I'm From. The Philly song on yourlocalnote.com.
Thank you.
I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from? I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from? From Patterson to Fern Rod, none but love. Profiling in the whip home, taking the sub. Cyphers on South Street help me spark it. My first L, Frankfurt, the market. My town, the sharpest, check the stat. Had stars on the map before rap was back. Then they held us back like we all was whack. But the legendary roots put a stop to that. Now Illadel's finest, we out the box shining like a bezel iced out with rocks. Hold down these blocks filled up with thugs. Show brotherly love or feel the slugs. We be booing the plugs, the lack respect. Every Bob's so hard for the crack of your neck. See, that's what you get, cause that's what you want. Supreme from Philly, yeah, the home of the blood. I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from? I love my city and my city love me. Or where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from?
I'm the Southwest Hill, I'm Northfield Zone. The EA Sports Bottle will stay in the zone. Brotherly love, so we hardly alone. We keep it buzzing so far in the phone. 215, live from the high. Believe you don't want no problem with them guys. Trust somebody slick talk, I'm like a Philly cat. A must. With top 10 sharp faces with the cup. You're from the city where the gambling huff. Cheesesteaks and all that good stuff. The plateau and a couple of flows. Late night and everything goes. 8-0 to 6-2, 2-8 to 6-9. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. You might want to visit, but won't want to stay. Cause these Philly dudes
I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from? I love my city and my city love me. Or where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from?
Yo, we're locally all-star, born and raised on the street corners where I spend most of my days. Then I moved to Charlotte, Staten Island. Can I get a Cuban violence? 215 to 718. I'm Hannibal the Great, my mind is deep space. I'm a supreme resurrector, resurrect the mental dead. It's Judge Dredd, over their head. My blood type is evil Israelite. I return like Christ, a thief in the night. I'm God's favorite. I'm the seed of King David. See, my mind is a temple, my body is a haven. We fall like Babylon. We fight like Octopus Prime versus Megatron. Autobots and Decepticons. I spit a bag of rhyme. No God's supreme, I drop the bag of bomb.
I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from? I love my city and my city love me. Or where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you from?
And yo, I rock this like Balboa. Top step of the museum, the champ with his hands in the air. We family here, no bad blood, ignorant stares, the love's brotherly. I live for the city I love, ambassador. A rap since the days of Chuck's amazing clutch. Like Utley at the plate and such, I stays in touch with all of my accomplices. Staying fixed on the map like a compass is. Promises to live what this hip hop is. Till I'm old, great, late in the box, my tunes reading. This man was not playing, was nice with rhymes saying no vice. But the mics he slayed with AI played. And Doc Scott walked to the hoop. Salute flags and Miss Ross was stitching in the saggy drawers. Colonial troops, the Tim Boots, carriage and horse, the porches. For my city, I'm a carriage and torch, yeah.
I love my city and my city love me. Where I'm from, or where you from? If it wasn't for my city, yo, where would I be? Where I'm from, or where you